Hey y'all, hey, Amanda here, and today I wanted to do a pantry tour because I just cleaned it up, reorganized, took everything out, cleaned the shelves. So this is my pantry. It's pretty tiny, and I wanted to start with the door closed because I just wanted to show you I keep my lunchbox hanging on the door. So typically when we are not in the shelter in place, although Maryland's not technically, but they are asking us to stay home, I would be using that Monday through Friday every day because I take my lunch to work every single day. But since we are not going out of the house right now, I've not been using that. But just to show you guys, it is a Scout bag. It's the one that I think can hold like 4 wine bottles or a 6-pack of beer or something like that. I find it's a really good bag for someone who has to take not just their lunch, but if they want breakfast and beverages to work every day, I think it's a great bag for that. So I'm gonna open up, and then on the door, I have a bag full of bags. So I went through all of my bags the other day, and the ones that were weird shapes or have a pinch of damage, I pulled aside to put in here, and I will use these whenever someone comes to visit and needs to carry something home with them. And yeah, I've also got a stash of paper bags for that purpose as well. I like to keep bags on hand for those type of things. Underneath is my old lunchbox. I was really hard on this thing. It's the same Scout one. The bottom has basically crumbled, the inside solid bottom, but I keep it there just in case if we want to, well, obviously not right now currently, but if we go down to the beach to visit his mom and grandma, we could use it as a cooler, and I won't feel bad about if it gets like potentially damaged or dirty. So holding on to that for that purpose. And then I have my apron under that. Up top, and I'm not going to get all up in there and pull things out and show you, but we have plastic wrap, foil, and baggies. Those do not get touched very often, so they are kind of tucked in the corner. Paper plates left over from a party, same with the cups and the shot cup size cups. They're all party leftovers, and I have to tell you guys, we've probably had that since we moved in the house because we just don't go through that kind of stuff very often. We don't have people over very often. We live a good bit away from most of the people we have over, so usually having company and having them drink is not a great idea since they have to drive home. Here we have a container with my arborio rice. I just have it in a tall container, so it can't be down here with the other stuff. There is a lot less in there now. I could move it into a smaller container, but I just haven't. And then here, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's 2 glass bottles. One had balsamic vinegar and the other one had I think it was a garlic olive oil, and both of those are for companies local to the Maryland area that let you bring your bottle back to refill it. So we're just saving those bottles for next time we go to either one of those companies. Then we have Swiffer pads, a couple of Swiffer wet pads. We're almost out of those. And then these Swiffer dusting pads behind these Mr. Clean erasers. We use a lot of the Swiffers. I can't say we really use the Mr. Clean erasers all that often. I'm not sure why we have so many of those. Wait, we have the big box. I think Austin probably bought it and didn't think. Next we have this shelf right here. This is kind of like extra things or pantry staples. So we have 2 hot sauces from, what was that called? Hot Sauce Town or Pepper Town? Pepper Palace. We bought quite a few hot sauces when we were at Pepper Palace at the Rehoboth outlets in Delaware. And then I buy my Frank's Red hot sauce in 2 packs from BJ's, so that's just a spare one right now that I'm not using. We've got some beans. I think these are chickpeas. I think these are no, those are pinto beans, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, organic pinto beans. These are lentils. And then we've got a few different beans in here. Kidney, chickpea, black beans, just extra beans just in case. And I've got 2 cans of coconut milk, some corn and peas, cannellini beans, kidney beans, black beans. I think behind those are just more black beans. We have a package of hemp hearts. I actually keep some of them in a glass container on our countertop because I like to kind of throw hemp hearts on pretty much everything. And then we, for some reason, bought the big BJ's pack of breadcrumbs. So we've got a ton of extra breadcrumbs. And then just extra cans of like the spray coconut oil. And the 2 other olive oils we bought from that local company. They are based in Frederick. What is it called? Fused extra virgin olive oil? No. What is the place called? Lebhurt's Oil and Vinegar Emporium. So we've got like a pepper one, and then I don't know, I think that's a basil one, and then some vinegar. Because the middle shelf has a lot of things that I keep in glass jars because it's just easy to have all these things together, and it's stuff I don't always reach for, so it's nice to have it all kind of packed in tight together, especially since we don't have a lot of space for a pantry. So on the left we have rice. 2 big glass containers of rice, and then I have a sprouted rice blend here that we should probably use. I've got my nooch tucked behind some oats. And then we have some unsalted cashews. Austin likes snacking on cashews, so we always have a big container of those. And actually we got an extra one since we were going to be kind of sheltered at home, which is the open ones over on the table right now. We've got walnuts and more walnuts. I like walnuts. Red lentils. Cashews that are raw so I can use them for recipes, and that's just weird red paint on the bottle. Pine nuts, and then more cashews back there. Over here we've got almonds, and then back there is, I believe, coconut, I think. More breadcrumbs, a little bit more rice, and then we have some green lentils. Moving down, we've got kind of the baking sort of related shelf. So flour, sugar, got some brown sugar. We've got our flax meal, our Enjoy Life chocolate chips. I got some extra of those too. Then I've got pumpkin seeds in there, and they kind of just ended up in that container, so I have them stacked here on the baking shelf. We've got, what is it called? Confectioner sugar. And then some cornmeal. That's a little bit of coconut sugar, vegetable oil, coconut oil. What is that? White rice flour. That's this is tapioca flour, and this is idle wheat gluten, which we'll probably end up experimenting with sometime over this. I don't want to call it a break, but it's like a stay-at-home period, whatever. And then we're down to the things we kind of use more often. Snacks, cat food. We give the kitten Fancy Feast. I know that's not vegan friendly, but that is what she'll eat. So at some point you've got to bend a little. Then we've got Back to Nature chocolate chunk cookies. If you've never had those, you need to go find them. They're amazing. I had them in, I think it was a Vegan Cuts box, and then I found the big box in my local store, and I was so excited. This container holds all of our bars, random health bars, and then our chocolate. This is a really great chocolate brand, and then I love these Unreal almond butter cups. They're so good. We have all of our pasta tucked into the corner, and then our top ramen soy sauce flavor. You get the top ramen one, the Nissin brand, not the other brand, Masharon or something. That one's not vegan. Back there we've got a box of mac and cheese, and then we've got some tomato sauces, crushed tomatoes, jelly, lots of Calabrian chilies and Calabrian chili sauce because I love Calabrian chili. This is Austin's favorite jelly or whatever, fruit spread. And my peanut butter, almond butter, and tahini. Then moving down bottom, we've got our paper bag stash, like I pointed out earlier, an extra step stool because I'm 5 feet tall. Austin has been on a vitamin water kick lately. I have no idea why. I think that stuff's nasty, but whatever. Trash bags, and then our hot watering can for watering the plants, and then a little Franny Fran. Of course, my battery would die right as I'm doing the outro. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Or if you just think Franny's cute, you can give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to stick around for a while, you can hit that subscribe button. In the comments below, if you have any tiny pantry organization tips, I'd love to hear them. It is a little fuller than it normally would be, especially like we got extra containers, extra packages of beans and stuff. And we made sure we were stocked up on a few certain things like chocolate chips in case we wanted cookies, sauces, and my Calabrian chilies because I'm obsessed with them. So if you have any tips for organizing a small pantry, definitely leave them down below. And otherwise, I will talk to you all later. Bye!